Hey, so once in a while we get people who ask questions about water ingress and have concerns about that. So this is my home here. I'll do a few demos. I've actually taken off a piece of siding over here and a piece of the soffit over here to show you some things. So once in a while people ask us about, for one, if you wash up and you stand on the ground and you wash up with a long gun spraying the siding, they ask, is water gonna get in behind? And in short, the answer is no, not really. Maybe a tiny bit of water, but it's not going to be anything significant. I'll actually even grab a piece of the vinyl siding from over here. And the way vinyl siding is set up, there's basically each piece overlaps in this groove right here. And the overlap is so tight that when water is shot up at this section over here, all of it's going to come back down. I can even show you if you want to pan around right here. But the piece above it has another like groove that kind of is like, I don't know how to do it with my hands, but I guess it's like that. And then this piece here connects like that. And as you see, there's even like a U-shape kind of thing right here. So when water shoots up at it, it's gonna go into this little part here and come right back down. There's almost no chance that water shooting up here is gonna get past right here when that overlaps. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but that's how vinyl siding is set up. So washing upwards is really not an issue. I'll demonstrate that right here again, where I'm just using a garden hose right now, but it's a similar tip that we would use on our soft washing system. And if I'm spraying the wall right here, even if I'm spraying up, even if I'm spraying like into the corners and everything like that, this piece that I've taken off here, behind this is wet, but if I slide this up a little bit, it's all dry right here. There's maybe a tiny bit of water from just as I slid it up here. But I've done this test in my own home a few different times. I've checked my own home for water ingress a few days after doing the washing before, and it's not an issue. So hopefully that addresses that concern. With the soffits, I'll show you over here. So I've actually taken off a few pieces of soffit right here, and I'll get a clip that demonstrates it. But when we're doing our soft washing, the key is to use minimal water and to try to stay further away with the gun so we force less water in behind. So if we're doing it with the gun, it would be a quick pre-soak. Just kind of like that. And then we apply the solution, and it's a chemical solution, gets rid of all the organic growth. And it would be applied at the same amount of pressure with a very similar amount of time. And then when we're done, we just rinse it off again. So essentially that same thing happens 3 different times, ideally with that kind of angle and that low pressure. So as you can see, like even if water does get behind a little bit, it's not going to be an issue. It will, the house is built for it to be okay. The whole house is breathable as well. Vinyl siding actually has weep holes at the bottom of a bunch of the panels here, which allows air to flow and dry everything out behind. So the whole idea is even if water were to get behind, and even if it gets on the wood behind it and makes that wet, if you were to dunk a 2x4 in a bucket of water, within a day it's going to dry out and it's not going to cause any mold or anything. The only time that you get mold or rot in the wood is if wood is continuously wet for a very long period of time. So washing a house once is never going to cause those kind of problems. And we've demonstrated it here. I've washed my own house many times and I've checked it for water damage in many different locations, and it really isn't a real concern.